All right, breaking news coming in at this point of time. Mr. Rajanna, he has resigned from his position in the Lok Sabha, and this is the big breaking news that we are getting. The Karnataka Game of Thrones, it is heating up. Sources suggest that Mr. Rajanna has resigned. He has put in his papers. He has given his resignation. The CM is yet to accept that resignation. We'll try and get a sense of how things are unfolding there in Bengaluru. My colleague Deepak Bopanna joins us to take us through the latest. Deepak, give us the details.
Well, it's a very important development. We here at NDTV had broken this first, where we had said that he has in fact offered to resign. Now, there is a confirmation that this is being deliberated over. The Chief Minister, of course, met his colleagues, apprised them of the situation, and now the decision has been taken to actually accept his resignation. And the letter of resignation, of course, once accepted, will be sent to the governor as well to make this official that he will no longer be a part of the Karnataka cabinet. Now, why this has happened is a big question. Now, has he also resigned voluntarily? Probably not. Has he been made to resign? That's what it looks like. Why? That's another question that will come up. And it is because of his repeated statements, and the latest one being something that contradicts the claims that have been made by the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, in the parliament, in the press conference while he was in Bengaluru, and multiple times in the last week about vote chori, vote theft that he's been talking about, discrepancies in the voter list. And Mr. Rajanna thought that this is something that has always been there, and if it is spoken about, then there'll be many angles to it, and questions why the Congress was oblivious to this fact when the voter draft electoral list was handed over to them before the election. And he says that it was the Congress which was in power. They should have been aware of such things happening, and they cannot claim that they didn't know or were unaware about these things happening. So this was something that didn't go down too well. Several leaders complained about this to the AICC leaders, who have asked for him to be dropped from the cabinet, and to save that embarrassment, he himself has been asked to resign, is what we are learning. However, he continues to be Siddaramaiah loyalist, has been seen as a close confidant. There were several conversations that have been going on about whether to actually accept this resignation, but because the instructions from the High Command were very straight and direct, as of now the decision has been taken to actually drop him, is what we have picked up.
Right. Deepak, Mr. Rajanna, he's seen as a close aide of Mr. Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister. And there is a lot of political rumbling that is taking place in Karnataka. How should we look at this particular resignation in the larger context now?
This is much lesser to do with state politics really right now, and this is about him making repeated statements which have put the party in a spot, and if I can recall right now, be it that statement where he made about a political revolution in September, be it a statement where he openly said that he is an aspirant for the KPCC post, despite the High Command saying do not make statements about this, be it his statements about asking the Deputy Chief Minister, who is also the KPCC President, to let go or relinquish his post, talking about a change in leadership. These are things that have, bothered the party. It has been taken cognizance of in the past as well. But this particular statement, the latest one on, the discrepancies in the electoral rolls and why the Congress didn't deal with it in a matter that it should have in the past instead of raising it now, has really been the nail in the coffin for Mr. Rajanna. And the High Command really unhappy with that statement. And it looks like, he's paying the price for it.
Right. In fact, as you mentioned, Deepak, Mr. Rajanna, he made those comments, especially the ones about the voter list. He, in fact, went on to say that the voter list was made during our government. And this basically puts the Congress in a difficult position, because Mr. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress, they have been making this as an issue, probably an electoral issue. So this doesn't really sit well with how the Congress want things to unfold for it.
Is having a heyday because of what's happening. They're, questioning inside the assembly as to why Rajanna is seated in the position of a minister's chair when he has resigned. Rajanna then says law minister has asked him not to comment, says the chief minister will respond to all of this. Then we've heard the BJP say that this is what happens within the Congress for speaking the truth. There's no democracy within the Congress party. So a host of statements that are being made by the BJP leaders, who definitely now seem to have an edge over these sort of developments. We'll have to really see what the Chief Minister will say. We're expecting to speak on the matter shortly.